Well, I'm super excited that we're doing our Pure Country Home Hangouts with you. And I have to ask because I feel like generally when I talk to you, it's usually we're at a festival, we're at a show,
Mhm.
you have like 20 minutes before you have to jump on a plane to fly somewhere. You're
Yeah.
probably like the most avid traveler I've ever met in my life. So, how has this adjustment been for you being home more than I think you probably ever have in your life?
It has been really weird. You're right. I mean, last year we played 235 shows and I was gone. I was on the road for probably about 280 days. So I was used to, even when I was home, I was used to coming home, doing laundry, taking my dirty clothes out of my suitcase, putting clean clothes in, and like rinse and repeat, like doing it over again. I never really lived in my house.
Yeah.
And I mean, for the past 8 years, I've been doing that consistently, like at a pretty hard pace. And I hadn't spent a week in one city, let alone today is day 70, not that I'm counting. And it's just like, whoa, this is so weird. This is so different. And yet at the same time, I've been trying to embrace it
Mhm.
and welcome it and learn things from it. And, yes, it has been incredible to wake up in my own bed every day and be able to cook in my kitchen. And so that part has been awesome.
Yeah.
But it's been weird.
For sure would be. I literally, when this all started, you were the first person that came to mind. I thought, oh my gosh, this girl, like, this is going to be a huge adjustment for you because you are one of the busiest human beings I've ever met. And I was just like, she's going to get so much time in her house.
I know it has actually been amazing. Like I mean, like all of us, I think there's ups and downs of
Yeah.
everything. And you have really good days, and then you have days where you're like, well, I shouldn't speak for everybody, but where I'm like sitting on my kitchen floor eating ice cream in the corner, being like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah. Or
Um,
making crap dinner out of a pot.
100%. Yeah. It's just, there are definitely the extremes, but I've been trying to take it all as a blessing and as an opportunity to learn things about yourself, about the way you were living, about the way you prioritized your life.
Yeah.
Um, I'm single. And so I have also been like watching all of my incredible friends and their incredible marriages and relationships and with their kids. And they're like, we get all this extra family time. And as much as I know sometimes they were managing chaos with like kids running around and stuff like that, I'm just like, oh man, I miss that. And I want that balance. And so it's really been a good perspective for me to sort of analyze everything and even analyze the way I was living my life
Yeah.
and kind of check in a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that I for sure, I wasn't moving quite as quickly as you were, but for
Yeah.
myself, it was like I was moving at a fast pace that um, I didn't realize that I needed to slow down for a minute and go, whoa, like there are so many things I feel like I've not missed out on, but maybe didn't put as much attention into that I should have been before. I was talking to Carly Pierce about this the other day, and she said, like I just tried to take it. I'm trying to take advantage of it because who knows when we'll ever have this time to, like soul search and connect with family. And, because generally once this all goes back to normal, we'll be on the road.
It's so true. It is so important to take advantage of it and realize what a gift it is. And to, yes, learn things about ourselves. I've been meditating every day. I've been like really just trying to figure out what self-care means and what that looks like in a day-to-day fashion. And so it's been really good.
Yeah. And I think too, like, it's probably tough for you because you are gone a lot, but like staying home and realizing how important that is for the people that are out there doing the work to keep us safe. It's like it's kind of a responsibility that we hold where you're still doing your job by staying home, and you feel good about that. You're like, I want to make sure I help be a part of the process of fixing this.
And it makes you appreciate like everybody who's out there working on the front lines, like risking their lives to keep us safe. And you're right. The least thing we can do is stay home
Yeah.
and stay out of harm's way and not be causing more of the problem.
Yes, that's a very good thing that people should listen to. And I want
Mhm.
to ask, so do you have a sauna in your house?
I do.
Okay, every time you
Before
post about it, I'm like, I need to ask her, like, is this a sauna that was built in her house? Did she purchase this?
It was not built in my house. Before this quarantine, I was like preparing for this quarantine when nobody knew. Like I didn't even know it was coming. But I got a treadmill
Okay.
that I don't even really like running on treadmills, but I just got one because I was like, sometimes when I come home and I want to fit in a quick workout or whatever. So I bought a treadmill and then I found this personal sauna. It's this tiny mini sauna that I have in my garage. It sits in the corner of my garage. And I was keeping a gym membership for the longest time just to go to the gym and use the sauna. And then I was working out with my trainer, or I was working out at home, or I was running outside. And I'm like, why do I have this gym membership just to go to the gym to sit in the sauna and leave? And so I started researching them and I found this like tiny, it is not fancy, but it's like
So
this tiny
cute.
little sauna and it like fits. It's meant for two people, but I think maybe two people could sit in it if they were like sitting right next to each other. But it fits me fine. And yeah, it's right in my garage and I use it every day. And it's one of my favorite things.
You make me want to get one. Every time I was like, I have to ask her where that is. Cause I'm like, if it's one of the ones that you can just buy and have in your house, there's going to be one in our garage soon.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. And it's super tiny. Like it will fit in a corner very easily.
Amazing. So you have been, I feel like it's been fun watching artists come up with creative ideas on how they can interact with fans in a different way and what their version of
Yeah.
that is, because everyone is on the same playing field right now. We're all at home doing trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like you are doing the same thing that Garth and Trisha are doing with their
Mhm.
live stream. Like it's crazy. So you've been doing the Living Well show.
Yeah.
And you've had such cool guests on there and stuff. Has it been fun for you to get to do something different like that?
It has been. I started living well because the first few weeks of this quarantine, the news cycle was just so heavy and so depressing. And yet we all needed to kind of watch it to kind of keep up to date with what was going on. And I was just like, we need more positive news. There's a lot of good news stories, but they're just not getting the attention that the other ones are, that are informing us of, the number of cases and all the things that we were keeping up to date with. And so I was like, I just want to get on and do a little show that focuses on positivity and invite some of my friends and talk about what's going well in their quarantines. Have fun. It doesn't need to be based on anything really. It's kind of a variety show. I can talk to a doctor, I can talk to a yoga teacher, I can talk to my best friends in the music industry, and we're just talking about what's going good in quarantine and in life. And it became something originally, yes, so I wouldn't go crazy because I wasn't on the road all the time, and I still wanted a way to connect with fans and see their comments and be able to know that we're both getting through this together. But it's just turned into this really fun thing that I'm gonna continue because I'm having fun with it. And when it finally reaches the point, if that ever happens that I'm not, then we'll probably turn it into something else. But yeah, it's been awesome.
Yeah, I think I love that aspect of it. It's so easy I try even when I'm doing my interviews, like it's easy to talk about how we're struggling through this. And I think that part is important to, recognize that we are all going through struggles and,
Yeah.
that mental health is something that's really important, especially now. But then it's also good to talk about the positive things that are happening during this time, because it's not, we can't just focus on the bad, or else we're never going to get through with a positive attitude. So I love that you're doing that. I think it's awesome. And I get so excited when I see, I'm like, ooh, who's she going to have on this week?
It's been so much fun. Yesterday we actually had Lauren Elena, who's one of my best friends in
Hilarious.
town. So hilarious. She like lights up the room or the virtual room whenever she walks in. And then Lauren Toyota, who is actually a chef. And so it's just so amazing to be able to bring in people from all different walks of life and just talk about like how we're experiencing quarantine, how we're going through this, the cool things that everybody does. So it's fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I feel like last time I saw you was when we were in the Cayman Islands. Was that
Yeah.
the last time?
It was like
That's a
yesterday, but I know
long
it was a long time
long
ago.
time ago, which was awesome. But that was the first time I saw you play I Don't Love You. You were just about to release it. What has it been like for you just to see not just the response from fans, but also from your fellow country artists? Like people are championing that song, which is so cool.
It's been really cool to watch. Yeah, fans definitely round around the song, but definitely my other peers in the industry as well. I think I Don't Love You paints me just, or I guess a different side of me, who I am as an artist. It's not so much about here I am as a guitar player, it's more about the vocal. I'm
Yeah.
so grateful to my producer, Mr. Dan Huff, for helping bring that song to life and help bring things out of me that I didn't even know I was capable of. We just finished the record that I'm so excited about.
Yay.
And Dan, I just feel, has taken me to a whole new level that I didn't even know possible. I cannot wait for this music to come out. I Don't Love You, of course, is the first single off this record. But the rest of the album will be out later this summer.
Ah, that's amazing. So you've been very productive during this time.
The first few weeks, I was finishing the record remotely
That's
because
amazing.
right before Nashville shut down, we had our last tracking session. And then I had a bunch of vocals and guitar parts to record. And so Dan and I got on FaceTime. And from my studio in my house to his studio in his house, we finished the record, which was pretty crazy.
It's so cool. And as you know, weird as this time is, you'll always remember making that record. That's something that will stick with you. Not
Absolutely.
necessarily more than any other album, but it will be a much different, vision in your head of putting that record together.
It is totally a part of the story, and just watching how Dan embraced it, and we both wanted to, like you said, being responsible and staying safe, and yet still trying to go through with our jobs, and creatively being able to just take that process and do it virtually. It's like you can do a lot over over Zoom, over FaceTime, over the internet,
Yeah.
over Instagram Live. Like it's pretty crazy.
We're very fortunate to have the means of technology that we have. I will
Very
say.
much
Okay, a few quick questions for you just to have a little bit of fun. So what is your favorite board game to play?
so. Okay, so growing up, I always loved Life, and it was
Okay,
always such a
never
good.
played it.
Oh my gosh, you need to play Life. It's amazing. It was always like a good, because it takes a minute to
Yeah,
finish a game of Life. But that was my favorite board game growing up. Now with my band, we play games on the bus all the time. Code Names is a really good one. What Do You Meme is so funny.
so
I
good.
love games that, like, sort of as a group, can bring you together, and it's just about laughing, and yeah, I love games that make you laugh.
Yeah, me too. What is a subject that is not taught in school, but you think should have been taught in school?
Good question. Probably if you could teach a course in self-awareness.
That's a
Because I feel like that is a skill that I have tried to master, and I'm mastering every day. And I'm learning more about that and learning more about myself. And if that would have been taught in school, I feel like I would have been like miles ahead where
Yeah,
I am.
yeah, that's a great one. Do you have an article of clothing that you should get rid of, but you cannot part with?
So many. I mean, I have like sweatpants that have like holes in them, but they're like your favorite sweatpants. And it's like, I should probably get rid of these, but they're amazing and they're so soft.
Yeah,
Probably like a couple of hoodies the same way. And especially in quarantine, it's been like all I've been wearing is
you're
sweatpants.
like, thank gosh I kept this.
Exactly. So you know what? Sometimes that rainy day comes and you can still put them to use.
Yeah, Steven has a pair of like sweat shorts that literally are hanging on by a thread. There are holes everywhere. And I'm like, babe, are you going to keep those? And he's like, they're so comfy. I'm like, there's nothing left of them.
Yeah, no kidding.
um,
I feel him there.
then last one is, what would your perfect Sunday look like? Which is kind of like every day right now, but
Is like every day. On the weekends, I've been trying to get outside a lot. As long as it's not raining, I've been trying to go for a hike or go for a walk or run. Meeting up with a friend and doing like a 6 feet apart
yeah,
walk or run
I love doing
has
that.
been awesome. Then I just love cooking. I love like like coming home and throwing random things together in the kitchen. And so probably, yeah, like waking up, going for a hike, coming home, cooking, um, maybe reading a book, and then
Started
probably
reading a lot more during this time. I don't know about you, but I'm like, I really like reading again.
me too. And it's like there's no pressure on it. Before I would always be like, you need to read a chapter a night, or you need, it was always just such a stressful activity. And now I'm just like, if I feel like reading, I'll read. If I don't, I won't.
Exactly.
And so I enjoy it a lot more. So yeah, it would be a pretty lazy Sunday.
Sounds like a great Sunday to me. I'm in. All right. Well, thank you so much for doing this, girl. It's so good to see your face. And I can't wait till this is all over so I can see you and give you a hug in real life.
Girl, it's so good to see your face. You look amazing. Quarantine looks good on you. I don't know how you do it. You just look so put together. I'm like, I need to go get my hair done, my nails. I'm like
I'm
a
wearing
hot
track
mess.
pants right now. Oh yeah, I'm the same way. You know what? I think my skin has really, I don't know about you, but my skin has gotten so much better just because I'm not wearing makeup
Yes,
every single
every
day.
day.
I swear, like within 2 weeks, my skin was like, thank you.
Right. Oh, I definitely feel that.
Yeah,
It's
and I
nice.
literally have like the energy to like wash my face at night now, where sometimes I'd be a little lazy, and I'm like,
So true.
I really need to continue this after this is all over.
I know. It's been a nice body break.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, hopefully I'll get to see and talk to you soon, but be
Yeah.
good and stay safe.
Thanks, girl. You too.
All right. Bye.